All right, please let's listen up. Now we are going to look at question tag. And question tag is one aspect you always see in your exam. Question tag is one aspect you always see in your exam. All right, so we're going to look at the 9 rules used to answer questions in question tag. Then we look at past questions in question tag. But before we look at the 9 rules, let's look at an operator. We said an operator is anything you use to convert what to what? To convert a statement to a what? To a question, right? So anything you use to convert a statement to a question is called what? An operator. For example, I can dance. Is that a question or a statement? A statement, right? Convert it to a question. Can I dance? I can dance. The answer is yes, but forget about the answer now. I can dance is a statement. Can I dance? What did I use to convert that question to a statement? What did I use? One word I used to convert it. What is the operator in that sentence? Now look at this. I can dance. Then you converted it to question. Can I dance? So what do you use to convert this statement to a question? We know it's an operator, right? What is the operator in this sentence? If you are given an exam. Can is the operator. Can you just say, I dance? You can't say that. So, can I dance? The can here is what you use to convert this statement into a question. So, this is the operator in this sentence. Do you understand? So, anytime you are asked to identify an operator, just know an operator is that thing you use to convert a statement to what? To a question. All right. So, all right. So, that's that. Let's look at the rules now. In question tags, the first rule, positive statements will go with what? Negative question tag. Positive statements will go with negative question tag. Now, what is a positive statement and what is a negative statement? Any statement that have not in it or no is what? Negative. So, any statement you're saying that has not or no, that statement is what? Is negative. But any statement that does not have this or this is what? Is positive. So, if the question is positive, if the statement is positive, what will be the question tag? Negative, right? All right, now let's look at this example. He can do it. He can do it. Is this a positive statement or a negative statement? Positive, right? Because there is no not or no. Is it not? So he can do it. Now, since this is a positive statement, will it have negative question tag or positive question tag? Negative question tag. So what would be the question tag of this? He can do it. Can't he? Can't he? This can't he is the contracted form of cannot he. So if you say cannot he, you are correct, right? People will be looking at you, so which one is cannot he now? But it's correct. It's just the contract. This is the contracted form of it. So can't he? Now the easiest way to know if you are correct is can't he? Yes, he can. Don't worry, we'll get there. So that's the first rule. Positive statement will go with negative question tag, and negative statement will go with what? For example, he cannot beat me. He cannot beat me is negative, right? Cannot beat me. What will be the question tag? Can he? You see now, can he? He cannot. All right, so the next one, lexical verb. If there is a lexical verb, your verb now, and there is no operator, you know an operator is what changes the statement to what? Question. There is a lexical verb, only a lexical verb, and there is no operator in the sentence. What do you use? You use what? Do, does, or did. For example, he likes oranges. He likes oranges. Now look at this statement. Convert this statement to a question for me first of all. You see now this thing does not have an operator. Just, when we started we said, can he dance? Can I dance? Okay, I can dance. Then you said, can I? The can was still taken from that statement, right? Now, he likes oranges. Use any word from this statement as an operator and start. Like see oranges, King James Version. Alright, so you see, this statement does not have an operator, right? Only a lexical verb, likes. Only a verb, likes. He likes oranges. So, if you want to convert this now to your question, if you want to add your question tag, what will it be? He likes oranges. Is this positive or negative? Positive, so it will have negative question tag, right? But since it does not have an operator, you use do, does, or did, right? If it's so, he likes oranges, what will be the question tag? Doesn't he? Because this is positive, so remember rule 1. The question tag should be what? Negative, right? So doesn't he? You will not say he likes oranges, liking he. You can't say that. Doesn't he is the answer. After all these rules, we'll take past questions. So you see where you see them in exam. Now, the next rule, number 4. When must, ought, or should is used to mean necessity or something that is necessary, what do you use? You use need or needn't. Now, example, if you have something like, must you always tell lies? Must you always tell lies? Now, if you look at this must here means, is it necessary that you tell lies always? Is it not? It means necessary. Must you always tell lies? Give me the question tag. Must you always tell lies? Let me know. What's the answer? No. No. Must you always tell lies? What is the answer? Must you always tell lies? Okay, answer the question. Give me the statement to the question. Or give me the answer to the question. Must you always tell lies? This is a question already. No. No. Must you always tell lies? No. You what? Is it you mustn't or you needn't? You needn't. You need not tell lies. It is not necessary. If you say you mustn't, you are wrong. This is where they will catch you in exam. But now you know, because everybody will be saying, see must, now you even be giving proof of your answer. See must, where is need? Yeah. Anytime you have must, ought to, should, that means necessary. Is it necessary that you tell lies? What you use there is what? Need, right? Need or needn't. So must you always tell lies? Since this is positive, you have to go with negative. No, you needn't. No, you need not tell lies. Do we get that? The next one. In a yes or no question, for yes and no questions, you do not use not with yes or positive with no. Take for example, no is no and yes is yes. Take this example here. You don't know him. You don't know him. Do you know him? Do you know him? Alright, you don't know him. Do you know him? Answer. Answer with yes. You don't know him. Do you know him? Yes, I answer yes. Do you know him? The question is, the statement is, okay, this is a question. You don't, sorry, this is a statement. You don't know him, right? Then they give a question. Do you know him? Answer. Okay, let's assume you know the person. You don't know him. Do you know him? Yes, I do. Okay, if you don't know him, is what? No, I don't. Now there's nothing like yes, I don't. You cannot use not negative with yes. You cannot use positive with no. Take for example, if you want to eat. If you want to eat, your mother is asking you, will you eat? And you want to eat, you say yes, I will, right? If your mother say, will you eat? And you don't want to eat, you say no, I won't, right? If your mother say, won't you eat? and you want to eat, what do you say? Won't you eat and you want to eat, what will you say? Yes, I will. Won't you eat? No, I won't. This is, but in Nigeria they will serve you. Won't you no go chop? No, I no go chop. You no go chop? Yes. Yes means what? I go chop. You get? Yes is what? Yes, no is no. Yes means positive, you will. No means you will not. No matter how they frame the equation. You go chop? No, I no go chop. You no go chop? Yes, I go chop. Using pidgin to teach English. Good. So yes or no? Do we get the concept here? Yes is always yes and no is always no. Yes cannot go with negative. No cannot go with positive. Light and darkness have nothing to share in common. Do you mind? In question 6, in row 6, do you mind means do you think it is bad? Now this one take it very serious because do you mind if I have your power on you? Because you don't understand it, you now answer another thing that. Now let's look at something here. Do you mind means do you think it is bad? Do you think it is bad if, now look at an example. Do you mind a cup of tea? Do you mind a cup of tea? Interpret that statement. Can you imagine now? So do you mind a cup of tea? Interpret this statement. Do you think it is bad if I give you a cup of tea? So if somebody asks you, do you mind a cup of tea and you need a cup of tea, what do you say? No. Do you mind a cup of tea? What do you say? No, I don't. It means you need it. Do you get? Now, do you mind a cup of tea? No, I don't. Means you need a cup of tea. Because the question is, do you mind means do you think it is bad if I give you a cup of tea? No, I don't think it is bad. Bring it. But do you mind a cup of tea and you say, yes, I mind. Because you want the tea, yes, I mind. Me that understand it now, don't give it to you. You'll be waiting and waiting. I just saw the way to his water. So do you mind a cup of tea? If you want the cup of tea, what will you say? No, I. Right? Do you mind a cup of tea? If you need the cup of tea, what will you say? No. So that's the answer. So no, I don't. If you say no, I don't, you think it's a bad idea. Do you mind a cup of tea? So that's it. So do you think it is bad if I give you a cup of tea? No, I don't think it is bad if you give me a cup of tea. All right. So the next thing, rule number 7. If there is a subject, there's a subject. If there is the subject of the clause, there should be returned in the second part. Let's examine this statement. There are 4 boys. Yeah. We said when there is use is the subject of the clause. The second part of the statement should start with what also? There, should have there. Now there are 4 boys here. What will be the question tag? There are 4 boys here. What will be the question tag? Aren't there? Not aren't they? Aren't there? Are there not 4 boys here? Not are they not 4 boys here? So if there is use as the subject of the clause, there should also be used in the tag, in the question tag. So there are 4 boys here. Aren't there 4 boys here? All right. Now, the 8th rule. If the statement starts with let us, the second part we have what? Shall plus the what? The subject. So if you have something like this, let's go. Give me the second part of the statement. Shall we? Let's go, shall we? So when, you know, this let's is the contracted form of let us, right? So this is let us go. Shall we? Let's go, shall we? Do we get? All right, so anytime you have let us, use shall plus the subject. Let us go. Shall we go? Not should we or any other. All right, now the last one before we take past questions on this topic. Used to. If the statement involves used to, what should you use? Did or didn't should be used, right? You use did or didn't. Okay, now if we have something like this, we used to cry before. We used to cry before. What will be the question tag? It's not using to we. Using to we. What should be the question tag here? Didn't we used to cry before? Didn't we? We used to cry before, didn't we? Do you get? All right, so with these 9 rules, there is no question you cannot answer under question tag. Good 18, this book A to Z, I've recommended this book from the first day. This book have past questions. It's either you're using A to Z to prepare for your English, or you're using the Invisible Teacher. Those are the 2 recommended texts. I know there should be other ones, but those are the 2 I've used, and they are very good. All right, so I'll be taking some past questions now using these 4 rules. So can we proceed? So let's look at some past questions under question tag. Now, number 1, I'll write the question on the board. I'll not give you the option. I'll not give you the option. After this, I'll be reading out the question. I won't be writing them again. I'll write only this first one. Now, this is the question. The managing director, if you notice, managing here, capital letter, director is capital letter because we are using it to represent a noun. Name of is position. So you start with capital letter. The managing director did not pay his staff. If you notice, it's not staffs, it's staff. The managing director did not pay his staff last month. What will be the question tag? What will be the question tag? Did he, right? Did he? Did he? Now, the managing director did not. This is a negative statement, right? So negative statement will go with what? Positive question tag. To know if you are correct, start with your tag to form the question. That is the simplest way to know if you are correct. Start with the question tag to write the statement. The managing director did not pay his staff last month. Did he pay his staff last month? Do you get? So with that, you get the idea if you're correct or you're wrong. Next question, I'll not write it. I'll just say it and you tell me the question tag. Must you say good morning to everybody in the street? No, dash. Must you say good morning? Should I write the question? Must you say good morning to everybody on the street? A. Anybody that get this one right, just carry your bag and go home. You are ready for the exam. All right, so must you say good morning to everybody in the streets? No. The answer is what? No, I needn't. Not no, I mustn't. Rule number what? Rule number what? 4. Rule number 4. Check your rule number 4. When you use must, ought to, should to use to mean necessary, you use what? Needn't, not mustn't. This one, if you don't see any other rule, you see this one in exam because most persons will go with what? We'll see when you use mustn't. But anytime you are talking about necessary, is it necessary that you greet everyone? Is it necessary that you say good morning to everybody in the street? It is not necessary. So I needn't say good morning. I need not say good morning to everyone on the streets. So anytime you are using must to mean necessary, anytime you are using ought to mean necessary, it's what? Needn't. Some of you have not opened your English since you are preparing for physics, chemistry, and you forget that they are still the same maths. 60, this one is 60 questions, right? English is 60 questions, others 40 questions. All right, so that's that about that. Next question. So the answer to that question is what? Needn't, not I mustn't. Take note of. The next question. We used to go to that club. Some of you, as I just say, we used to, you've opened to that rule that talked about used to. No problem. We used to go to that club on Saturday. Please, if I were you, I'll be writing down this question. Night. A. Isn't it? B. Didn't we? C. Don't we? D. Used we not? E. Aren't we? All right, so we used to go to that club on Saturday night. What's the answer to that question? You say, aren't we? Used we not? So we used to go to that club on Saturday night. Now, remember when there is only a lexical verb and there is no what? Operator. What do you use? Did, does, or what? Doesn't, right? But now look at this. We used, is this present or past tense? Past, right? Now, the answer to this question is, didn't we? Do you know why? What's the difference between does and did and do? Does is what? Singular, right? Singular present, right? Do is what? Plural. And this is what? Past. This is past tense. This is present, but this one is singular, this one is plural. Is it not? He does the work very well. They do. Do you get? So this one is singular, this one is plural, this one is past tense. So we used is not present. We used to, it's something we've been doing, used to do before. So we used to go to that club on Saturday night. Didn't we used to go to that club on Saturday night? Do you get? Do you understand? So we are using didn't here because it's past tense. So that's why the did is coming in. You can't say isn't it. Can you imagine? Isn't it? Don't we used to? Used we not? Some persons, you are laughing this one. Some persons will see take it and they'll say they give JAMB marking scheme. Then aren't we? Aren't we used to go to? The easiest way is start from your question tag to form the question. Didn't we used to go to that club on Saturday? So you see if it makes sense or not. All right, next question. Anybody that get this one right, I'll be proud of you. Please, I'll beg you, in English, in your exam, keep your Nigerian mentality aside, your Nigerian English aside. All right, so what's the answer to that question? It had been raining before the match started. So what's the answer to that question? A, B, C, D, or E? What's the answer? It had been raining before the match started. First of all, is that a positive statement or a negative statement? How is this a positive statement? It doesn't have what? Not, right? There is no not. So since there is no not, we say it is what? Positive. So it had been raining before the match started is a positive statement, right? So according to rule number 1, will this have negative question tag or positive question tag? Negative question tag. So first of all, this one is out because this one is positive, right? Then it had been raining before the match started, isn't it? Isn't it been raining? Remember, I said start from the tag to form the question. Isn't it been raining before the match started? Is that making sense? It's making sense. Go and buy drugs. Now, hasn't it been raining? First, this is what? Had. Past tense. You know the difference between has, have, and had. Has and have, they are present, but this one is what? Singular. This one is what? Plural. Why this is what? Past tense. So hadn't it been raining before the match started? Had not it been raining before the match started is the answer to that question. Wasn't it been raining? Wasn't it? See now, wasn't it been raining before the match started? Or is it been raining? So the answer is hadn't it been raining. So you see, if you start from the question tag to form the question, you'll get clue to the answer. All right. Hold on. I'm afraid. Next question here. The students be very careful when answering this. All right, now look at this. The students haven't come back from the library. What is the question tag? What's the right question tag? Have they? Because this is negative already, right? So we should go with positive. So have they. It is not had they because this is have, not had, not hadn't. If this was hadn't, then it would have been had they, but that's wrong. All right, so that's that. Then the next one. Let's. I was looking for this. So answer it for me. Without option, give me the second part of this statement. Let's have a cup of coffee. Shall we? Remember the rule that says anytime you have let us, anytime the statement starts to let us, you should have what? Shall plus what? The subject. That's rule number what? Rule number 8. Rule number 8. All right, so let us have a cup of tea. Shall we? Shall we? So that is it. So A says, shall we? B says, will we? C says, should we? D says, could we? So anytime you have let us or let's, the contracted form of let us, don't think two times. I will say let's. Just write what? Shall we? Please read the question to the end. Though. What if they are saying another thing? So, shall we is the answer. Question number next. I told you if you know the 9 rules I gave you, there is no question you cannot answer under question tag. There is no question. Alright. Now, what's the answer to this question? He didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. Did he? What's the answer to the question? He didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. So answer that for me. He didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. So did he? No, he. Say it out with your mind if you are sure. How will it be no, he didn't? Now look at this. Is it not? He didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. Did he? Yes, he didn't. That's very wrong. Remember the rule. I told you that yes is yes and no is what? No. Yes cannot go with negative and no cannot go with positive. You no go chop and you want to eat. Say, and you no go chop and you want to eat. What will you say? Yes. I go chop. But please, in Nigeria, if you want to say, if they say, won't you eat? Don't just say yes. Say yes, I will eat. Add the second part, I will eat. If not, you stop that day. Alright, so he didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. Now the question, did he? This question, is it positive or negative? Positive, so you should go with negative question tag, right? Did he? So yes, he did. Yes, he did. You can't use this because this is positive. You can't use positive, positive. Remember rule number 1. If the statement is positive, the tag should be what? Negative. So this one is positive already. No, he did. You cannot use no and positive. He did is positive. So you cannot use no with positive part. Yes, he didn't. You cannot use yes with negative. No, he didn't is the right answer to that question. So no, he didn't. Yes. No, you always he didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. He didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. If the question had stopped there, they would have required you to put this part. Did he? Didn't he? You get, but you are giving this other part. You are giving the question tag already. If you check the options, these are not questions. These are response to the question. So he didn't sense Obi's presence in the room. Then the question tag would have been positive, which they gave us here. Did he? But we are giving this, so our answer, our response should be in the negative form. All right, so that's that. The next question. All right, and the next question. You can travel on your own. You can travel. I knew you would say that. On your own. Because you're not here when I gave the rules.
No, I understand. But in the last class, when you were giving rules of comfort, you mentioned that if you see you can, you should just cancel.
That is not concord. I gave 9 rules of question tag today, and you are not here. So after the class, take the notes. All right, so look at this statement very well, this question very well, and give me the answer. You can travel on your own. Dash. Most persons, 99% will fail this question. Answer it. You see? So he says what? Can't what? Can't you? Do you know why? Because you are not examining those rules very well. Now look at this very well. You can travel on your own. What is the right question tag from all the rules you've taken? Isn't it travel on your own? You see, isn't it travel on your own? Wouldn't you travel on your own? Shouldn't you travel on your own? Can't you? You can't, please, anything you are sure of, no matter how they drag you, be sure of it. You can travel on your own. Can't you travel on your own? Oh, so because I said this one is not correct, you now say, isn't you travel? Can you imagine? Isn't it travel on your own? Alright, so can't you travel on your own? Alright, so that's the right thing. The next question there. The next question. I'll take like two more, then we go to the next topic. He does not seem to know how to solve the problem. Alright, without the option, this one is relatively simple. He does not seem to know how to solve the problem.
Does he?
What's the answer?
Does he?
Don't. Does he? Oh wow. Does he? Does he know? If you apply this thing I'm saying, you always get the answer. Start from what you think is the answer and add it to the question. He does not, or the statement, he does not seem to know how to solve the problem. Does he seem to know how to solve the problem? So you do that and you get, so you can always do this apart from that rule, that must and ought to rule that say when must or ought to or shall is used to mean necessary, you use what? Need or needn't. And that one that have let us will always go with what? Shall we or shall they or. All right, next question, which is the last I'll take here. Anybody that get this one right without the option? Nowadays, many graduates are not well disposed to teaching. Give me the question tag. Are they? Now look at this now. Are they graduates? Put it as I said. What's the answer to this question? Before I examine it, what is the right answer to this question? Nowadays, many graduates are not well disposed to teaching. So what's the right answer to this question? No. You said? Nowadays, many graduates are not well disposed to teaching. What's the right answer? Meaning they. The answer is what? Are they? That's the right answer to that question. So nowadays, many graduates are not well disposed to teaching. Are they well disposed to teaching? The they here represents the many graduates. Do we get that? Give me the question tag or convert this statement to question. I add an operator. I am cooking yam. Am I cooking yam? That's it now. I am cooking yam. Am I cooking yam? Is it not? That's it. That's the question form of it. Now give me the question tag. I am cooking yam. No. The question tag. I am cooking yam. Cooking I am cooking yam. Give me the question tag. Amn't I? Amn't I is actually correct. Am I not? Am I not? Am I not cooking yam? Amn't I? You've not heard it. I am this, right? Remember, if you put all the rules, all the 9 rules together, go through it, go through your past question, there is no question you cannot answer.